welcome to a new episode of the Woolly Thistle Shopcast. I'm Corinne. I'm a Scot living and knitting here in New Hampshire, USA, and I own and operate the Woolly Thistle. If you like woolly wool and independent knitting books, then you have found your home here with us at the Woolly Thistle. We welcome everyone who has a love of traditional, rustic, natural, storied, and exciting wools and yarns. So let us do the international shipping so you don't have to. And welcome to this episode. Don't forget to sign up for our shop letter, which you can do at thewoollythistle.com. Remember, we have 2 L's in woolly. So I hope this episode finds you well. I'm doing great. It's Memorial Day weekend as I record this, and it's raining outside, and it's nice and cool, which means more woolly wears. So you can tell I'm wearing my Star Cardi today, which I love. And I always feel very smart in this. But you can dress it up and dress it down, which is nice. We did just get a big stock of Jamieson & Smith in many different colors. So if you're hoping to knit your own Star Cardi, you can pick your own colors. We are still waiting for the blue and the green and this gray and dark gray. Those colorways, we're still waiting for them to arrive over from Shetland, and as soon as they do, we'll put them in the shop as the kits. But if you're going to be building your own, there should be yarn in the shop, although, you know, this takes a week to come out to you. So at the time of recording this, we just put them in, and hopefully there'll be some left when you get there. But anyway, this is what I'm wearing today, and I'm loving it. This is a design by Donna, who is a New Hampshire designer, and she very kindly designed this for me when I was looking to knit this very cardigan. And I couldn't find it on Instagram. I couldn't find it on Ravelry, and she kindly wrote up the pattern for me. And I really do love it. I enjoy it very, very much. And so we convinced her to write up the pattern, and we are now selling it as kits. So anyway, how are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm a bit all over the place, just busy, but life is good. And like I said, it's raining outside. It's a holiday weekend, so I'm hoping to stay at home on Monday and have a nice long weekend of knitting. And talking of knitting, I have something to show you. This is almost finished. I just have to finish the neckband and cut the steek and sew in loose ends, and then it'll be finished. And what I'm talking about, of course, is my Vams Cardi. Now, let me stand up. This, you can see, I have not cut the steek yet, but we will insert a video of me cutting the steek on this. This is a cardigan that is raglan shaping. But it also has bust shaping and waist shaping. So this is a fitted cardi knitted in Vams, which is from Rama, and it's their worsted Aran weight. And I still have all my stitch markers in from all the increases and decreases and where I did things. So this is the back, and you can see that there are some decreases here and here, and then increases. So you can see that I'm doing the waist shaping really where it belongs, which is around the body and not stuck on the sides. I meant to bring in a sweater, and I'll need to do this. I meant to bring in a sweater that I knitted religiously following the directions. And when you lay it flat, it's got this lovely hour shape. But when I wear it, and which I don't, but when I put it on, it sticks out, because I'm a 3D person. I'm not a flat board, and so my shaping is all around. So with that in mind, I wanted to come up with a design that had the waist shaping for 3D people. And I wanted to knit it in the round because that's nice and quick, and you're always knitting rather than purling back. And I want people to experience cutting a steek. And I also have done the button bands on this already, and I went with a I-cord bind off, so you can see that is there, and it's also on the end of the sleeves, which is nice. And I think this gives the cardigan actually a more of a jacket feeling. And if you heard that bark, that's my dog. She's here. She'll probably bust in on us. So yeah, all the edgings are I-cord bind off. So there'll be instructions for that. It's very easy and it just gives a really nice finish. So yeah, I hope you are enjoying seeing the progress on this, and we'll put in the little clip now of me cutting the steek just to show you that it's doable and not too scary. We're getting ready to cut this steek on this cardigan. We're going to go right up there. I know people get really freaked out by steeking. You don't need to be. You can use any scissors, I think, just so long as they're sharp. I actually prefer to have one with a longer blade than this. So we're going to do this. Okay, Maya's got the camera for me, and we're going to start. So first of all, to orient you, this is the steek. I've already put on the edging, which is an I-cord edging, and I knitted this stitch down the middle of the steek stitches, so I kind of have a runway. I have not done any reinforcing of this steek. I'm really doing this as an experiment to see if this is going to hold well without further reinforcement. I have faith that it's going to be fine. Okay, so we're going to cut right in the middle of the V. And we're off. What's nice about having that V is so long as you stay in the middle of it, you know you're good. Always be careful that you're not cutting through the second layer of fabric too. We're almost there. There's really nothing to be scared of. And it's done. Now, the steek stitches are going to tuck back like so. And there we have a lovely finished edge. And on the inside, I will tack this down to keep it down. And I'll probably block it again just to fix that so it doesn't roll out. So I will update you on that, but surgery is done and it's really not that bad. So now that the steek has been cut, I can show you, I'm still before Corinne though. I'll show you the finished job once I put it all together. But for now, I wanted to show you this lovely ribbon that I found. And I'm going to use that to dress up the inside of my steek. So where I've cut here, I'm going to dress it up with that, and I'll show you how I do that as well. So yeah, I think I'm hearing from quite a few of you that you're excited for this, which makes me very excited too. And let's see, where is the other one? I have since started on my second one, and honestly I've knit that thing about 3 times, at least the body. I knit the body 3 times. So this is a very quick knit, especially when you're used to knitting fingering weight, which all of us who have knitted the vanilla cardigan have knitted a fingering weight sweater. So this is going to seem really quick and easy. So here I have my second one on the needles, as you can see. And I've just finished all the shaping down to here, where I'm now going to put those sleeve stitches on waste yarn, and I'm about to start the body shaping. So I'll do all that first, and then I'll pick up the arm stitches and finish the sleeves afterwards. So there's no reason why you couldn't put the body on waste yarn and knit the sleeves. And once you finish knitting the sleeves, then pick up the body and finish the body. So for those of you who end up on Sleeve Island and feeling marooned there and that projects languish and never finish because you don't like knitting sleeves, knit them first. There's absolutely no reason why not to. You just jump to that section in the pattern and knit them. And instead of putting the arm stitches on waste yarn, you just put the body on waste yarn while you knit the sleeves. And actually, there's a lot of good reasons to do that. One being that there's less to move around when you're knitting the sleeves first. So you get less of an afankle with your yarn and your whole project. And then when you are knitting the body after the sleeves, you can tuck those sleeves inside the knitting and they're not in the way while you work on going round and round the body. So yeah, it's not a bad way to do it at all. So that's what I'm knitting on right now. This version will have a traditional button band with buttons, and will not have an I-cord edging. So this particular design is going to have a few variations that you get to pick and choose. And my hope is that, you know, you'll knit it one way and then you'll want to knit it another way. And you'll have a beautifully fitted to your body sweater or cardigan that gives you the right counts for your arms and your upper body. When I try the black one on, one of my favorite views is here. I'm looking back here and not seeing billowing amounts of sweater, because I often find that I've got too many stitches on the back, and you know, the front is fine, but there's too many on the back. And that's because patterns will traditionally tell you to have the same number of stitches on the front as you have on the back. But of course, many of us have bosoms that take up space in the front, and hopefully we don't have anything in the back to compare to that. And so you need more stitches on the front and less on the back. So this pattern takes care of that. And then of course the waist shaping, and we're doing it front and back rather than on the sides, so that when you wear it, it actually fits you and you're going to feel great wearing it. And of course you don't have to do any waist shaping. And if you're not chesty like me, you don't even have to do bust shaping. There's my doggy barking. There's a truck going by. So, and we've got a glass door so she can see out, which keeps her busy. So anyway, all that to say, the design is coming along nicely. I'm about halfway through because I've knitted one. I'm knitting my second one. The work of writing the pattern up is next. And as soon as that's done, I'll be putting out a call for test knitters. And we'll probably do that on our Facebook group and in our Ravelry group. Maggie will help me with that, and we will recruit several test knitters so we get the sizes done. And then you guys, whoever's testing it, will give us feedback, and when it's ready and tested, then we will release it. So we hope to have this released probably late July, so that it's in time for our annual Sweater KAL, which usually starts in August, late August. So, you know, we're hoping lots of you will want to knit this cardi. And I don't have a name for it yet. Right now, it's just called the Vams Cardi, because that's what I'm knitting it in. And I'm sure lots of you will want to knit the vanilla sweater as well. That thing never gets old, ever, ever, ever. It's such an easy, fun knit, and it's actually a really great introduction to this. So where this has very little shaping, and it's knitted to be flowy and relaxed fitting. So it's a very basic construction, and it's a great introduction to knitting a garment. It's also a really wearable piece, no matter what kind of knitter you are, whether you're super experienced or not. You'll want to wear it because it's a layering piece and it just looks good with everything. And I wear mine to death, and I probably should knit some more. But this is a really great prelude to the Vams Cardi if you have never knitted garments before. I have many reasons why it's a good first project for garment knitting. And I just told you some of them, that there's not a lot of shaping, that it's drapey, that it's very basic construction, but it is a fingering weight yarn. And so by knitting one of these, you are practicing your skill at knitting a lot of stitches round and round and round and hanging in there until you have this sweater that you're really, really going to want to wear. So it's worth it. The motivation's there, and also you're knitting a lot of stitches. So that when you come to knit this one, which is maybe, it's not challenging at all, but there's more going on. There's different measuring information that you need to collect, much more than that. There is shaping going on, like I've mentioned, in the bust and the waist, in different places. There's a steek happening, all of that. But what I've done with this one is knitted it in a much thicker wool so that there's less knitting to do. So you are able to concentrate not just on, you know, the millions of stitches you've got to knit, but now you're knitting, and that is done and easy for you. You don't mind knitting, you love knitting. You could just, you know, so long as you're knitting, you're happy. But now you can turn your attention to some construction. It's still a raglan, which is very easy construction, and you're not having to slip in shoulders into, sleeves into shoulders and things like you do with this one. But this is a great step up. And I kid you not, what you learn knitting this one, you will take those lessons with you whatever you knit in terms of garments going forward. If you want to do waist shaping on a garment going forward, you may well choose to do it the way I show you in this. I'm also considering making this a course where you could sign up and take a course where I walk you through this step by step. So if you're interested in that, I would be really interested to hear your thoughts on whether that would be of interest to you, because I think everyone could knit it right from the pattern, and I think many of you will, and that's fine. But if you want a course where I walk you through and talk about these things in more detail and give you some support, then I'd be really interested to know if that's something you want. So let me know in the comments below. Okay, so that is coming, and I'm really excited about it. It's coming along really, really well. We're just going to start getting into the technical pieces of writing it and getting it test knitted after that. So stay tuned. I'll be putting a call out for test knitters. So that's what I've been knitting on a lot. I am wanting to knit a pair of socks next, though, just to sort of cleanse my palette. We do have the sock sprint coming in July as well. We do this every year. It's a 2-week knit any pair of socks you like in any yarn you like. That's great. And we just knit together in the heat of July. And what's so nice about knitting socks in July is that they're small, and that's really good. So that's coming up. That sort of makes me think about a very, very special project that we have on the go. And if you can see here, we have this lovely bag, and it says the Woolly Thistle 2021. And there is a beautiful sheep who we have named Thistle, and there's the logo right there. And sitting on Thistle is this beautiful woman knitting a pair of socks. I hope you love her. We love her. We love everything about her. And we hope that she represents all of us in some way, that we can all find ourselves in her. And so this is a brand new project that we have going. It's called the Thistle Knitters Socks Bag, and we will be releasing this sometime in June. All the details are on the website. And in this socks bag, you will find several yarns for knitting socks, as well as lots of goodies. So we will be showing you from time to time what's in this bag. And everything that comes in the bag is not in the bag yet. So we are still waiting for some bits and pieces to arrive here. But I can show you a couple of the yarns. Would you like to see? Okay. But isn't she adorable? We had this created for us by an artist, and she took our instructions and came up with this, and we just love her. We all love her very, very much. So yes, Thistle. And what are we going to call our lady? If you have any ideas about what to call her, do leave us a comment below as well. Right, so let me show you some of the yarns you'll find in the Thistle Knitters Socks Bag. We can't talk about knitting socks and not include West Yorkshire Spinners, which is a staple here and has been forever. West Yorkshire Spinners is an English company out of Yorkshire, and they have a mill, and they mill their own British wools. So this is their signature 4-ply, and we've stocked this right from the beginning. It's a fingering weight sock yarn. It is Blueface Leicester primarily. I think it's 35% Blueface Leicester. And then there's other British wools in here as well. And I want to say 25% nylon. Let me look at that. Yeah. So it's a 75-25 wool nylon mix. So these make socks that last forever. And let me show you. This is West Yorkshire signature 4-ply, and this is my Agatha Sock pattern that we sell in the shop. This has been around quite a while now too, and I love West Yorkshire Spinners. It's a workhorse yarn. It does have the nylon in it, but that means it is going to last a long time. And also it's treated so that you can put these in a gentle cycle in the washing machine. So for me, socks have to be easy to care for me to wear them over and over, and they have to last. And that's why I like Signature 4-ply from West Yorkshire Spinners. And yet, just to show you the pattern on the Agatha socks. And also we have sock blockers now. So these should be in the shop, or they will be going in the shop shortly after you see this. And they're just really, really nice for putting your damp socks on when they come out the wash, or if you've been hand washing them, and you slip them on and you get this lovely shaped sock that you can then fold up and put in your drawer or in your socks box. And then when you look at them, they're all perfect and not all wrinkled up in a little ball like mine usually are when they come out of the wash. So we have these in medium, small, and large. But medium is probably what would fit most of us. But we do put the sizes, the shoe sizes and whatnot on the product listing. So look for those if you're interested in some sock blockers. But yes, I was showing you West Yorkshire Spinners. So this will be in the socks bag for the thistle knitters. So, and also in here, we have a brand new yarn to the Woolly Thistle. And this is from Coop Knits, Socks Yeah. We have all her colors, and we've never stocked this before. And we thought this would be a great yarn to have included as a new and exciting yarn to the Woolly Thistle. And let me tell you more about it. This is a 75% fine superwash merino and 25% nylon. It's machine washable on a cool cycle. This color is called Beryl, and it's a lovely blue. And we do have all her colors. This will also be in your socks bag. Now, quick note, these are 50 gram skeins, so you'll get 2 skeins of this. And the West Yorkshire Spinners is 100 grams ball. So it'll be 1 ball and 2 of these and more, and we'll show you more at a later date. So colors, we will be having a whole range of colors. Like I said, we have all the colors that this yarn comes in. And like the taster boxes that we've done before, you will have to leave the color selection up to us, but we will make sure that that you get a beautiful color selection. Yeah, so we're excited about this. Very, very excited. And yeah, so, and then it comes in this lovely bag with the artwork, and there is more to follow on that, so stay tuned. If you would like to know exactly when it goes on sale, we recommend that you go to the shop at thewoollythistle.com and go to the page, and we'll link it in the show notes below. Go to the product page and click on the notify me link, where you will be able to put your email address in, and you will be notified as soon as they go on sale. I just realized I didn't tell you who the winner is from the last episode, so let's do that. And to be in the running to win, you just have to leave us a comment on the episode, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a thumbs up. So this time our winner is Tracy Arena. And she said, thanks for yet another inspirational episode. Your new cardigan is perfect. Thank you. The overall simplicity is brilliant. It will be one you reach for constantly. I agree. I'm glad you feel that way. And you can't wait to see the end result. Thank you for all the effort you put into the podcasts. I really enjoy having a wee moment with you each time you upload a new episode. Thanks so much, Tracy. It's really nice to hear from you, and thanks for leaving that lovely comment. You're the winner of a $25 gift certificate to the Woolly Thistle, and all you need to do is send us an email to info@thewoollythistle. Put winner in the subject line, all in capitals. That will help us find you quickly, and we'll get your gift card out to you right away. So if you want to win a gift certificate from this episode, all you need to do is leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, and give us a thumbs up. You might remember me showing this off last time. This is the Balvraid hat, and it's by Rita Taylor. And I knitted this in the beautiful Birlinn Yarns in their Peaty Brown color, which is the natural Hebridean brown. I feel like the dark brown is getting blown out a little bit, but you can see just how lovely this is. This is a 4-ply, so it's quite soft, I think. Even though this is a very rustic wool, I don't mind it next to my skin, and I really, really enjoyed knitting this pattern with it. So I wanted to let you know that we do have our Birlinn yarns in stock now, and this is probably it for this year. Here's her Peaty Brown, and I think that's a pretty good likeness. It's a dark brown, and it's got these silver flecks throughout. This is 4-ply. All of her yarn is 4-ply. And you've got the Birlinn. So Birlinn Yarns, the name comes from this little boat, which looks like a Viking boat. And they would sail the sheep between the islands. In fact, they would sail all kinds of stuff between the islands on these Birlinn boats many years ago. And I think that's a great name for Birlinn Yarns. And you know, regular viewers will know that this picture back here is from when I visited Birlinn Yarns over on Burnery in the Outer Hebrides of Scotland, and you can just see her sheep there too. So this is the Peaty Brown, and there's 2 greys. I've got one here to show you, and this one is Har, which is sea mist. She gives you all the Gaelic names for these 2, which I cannot pronounce. Her bog cotton is the cream. And so she works with her neighbors who have cheviets, cheviot being this color, and she will mix her Hebridean and cheviot and come up with this gray, which I think is just, it blows my mind every time. That never gets old, how you can mix brown with cream and come up with gray. I love this Speckled Hen, one of my favorite yarns. I knitted Jay a hat out of this, and it came out really nice. It was a 2x2 rib hat. So speckled yarn is Hebridean and cheviot plied together, and you get this lovely marl. Really nice. And then her dyed shades, this is Sea Pinks, which is a lovely pink. And the Sea Pinks are little flowers, little pink flowers that come out around about May, maybe late April through June maybe, near the beach. And just little wildflowers with pink all over. This is a brand new color to the range, and it's called Field Poppy, and it's a lovely red on gray, which I think just gives it a really nice depth, a really nice pop of red. That's a really great color. One of her most popular colors here is Reef, which is this blue, and these are all dyed beautifully on the Hebridean. And this one is called Corn Marigold. And you can just see how these colors, you know, looking at the island there, these colors are from the landscape from which it comes. And we have, let's see, Dulce, which is this nice dark red burgundy. Really, really nice. We got as much of this yarn in as we could get. So we're not selling out of it the minute it goes in, thankfully, because that happens too often, really. We're trying to make sure everybody who wants this can get it, but we are telling you this is it at Moor. Just really lovely. These are 50-gram balls. They have such a good feel to them. I love this. To me, it feels a little bit toothy, but it's not overly crisp. It's got bounce to it, almost a little pebbly. And it's really nice to knit with. Good stitch definition. And the last color here is Chalet, which is a lovely bluey green. I'll show you Reef to show you the difference there. Just gorgeous. So that's what we have for Birlinn Yarns, and it has been selling like hotcakes, I won't lie. So if you want to get yourself some, be sure, don't wait too long. Okay, so I'm just putting these back, trying to stay neat and tidy. All right, so that's there. Quickly, I wanted to show you the paperback version of this Golden Fleece by Esther Rudder. We had the hardback version of this when it first came out, and now we have the paperback version, and there is some color photos in here. This book is about Esther's travels up and down the UK in search of wool and stories about wool and yarn and crafting and, you know, different mills and just the history behind the UK's wool industry. It's a really, really great read, a good one for your nightstand for sure. So we should have plenty of those in too. So there's that. And I wanted to show you quickly as well the brand new yarn that we just got in this week at time of recording. It'll have been in a wee while maybe by the time you see this, another week. And this is, of course, Tuku Wool's DK. Brand new. Brand new. So Tuku Wool usually comes in 50 gram skeins, and they have their fingering weight and sport weight, which is their sock yarn. This is 100 gram skeins of DK weight. And I know I should have read this first before. I knew it. It was going to give us meters instead of yards, but it's 250 meters per 100 grams. And we'll put here what the yardage is. So this comes in 14 colors, and we have all 14 colors ready to show you. Hopefully none of them have sold out. Now, Tuku wool, as you know, is wool from the Finn sheep in Finland. And the color palette is the one we know from the fingering and sock yarn. So they have stuck with the beautiful heathers that come in the fingering weight. These are just lovely. I love these colors. So let me tell you what they are in case you're wondering. This blue on the end is H36. They do have names, but they're in Finnish. And the yellow here is H22. The green is H24. And this lovely blue is H31. This bright blue is H26. And then we've got H37. I believe H is for heather. So all of these are heathered tones, dyed on gray. And then H23, which I love. I love those colors. And H32, which is just, oh God, these are great. Now I want to knit a DK weight vanilla sweater, which we could do. H21, which is this lovely orange. And this is an undyed natural one, and it's 03. So this is the only one they're putting out that's not dyed in the DK weight. My favorite here is H28. Love this color, that pinky, dusky pink. And two more. We have H27, which is their navy. Very nice. It's got a really nice vibrancy to it without being too bright. It is a navy. And H20, which always does well, this color in the fingering white. Really lovely. I don't know if I can put all of these together for you in my arms, but I will try so that you can get a nice looky look. I really like Tuku wool. It's a rustic yarn that is hardy, and it really doesn't pill that much, and it's soft. I mean, it feels nice to knit with, and it's definitely nice to wear. All right, how's this? There's all the colors together. Smorgasbord. Currently in the shop, we have Shetland Wool Adventures Journal, volumes 1 and 2. Those should be in the shop by the time you're seeing this. So if you've been waiting for those to come in, those should be available now. And Pom Pom 37 is in pre-order stage right now. And that's going live June 3rd, I believe. And I do believe we've received them. So we will be able to send them out as soon as June 3rd comes around. You'll have it in time for June 3rd. So feel free to buy your pre-order of that now. And A quick word about Marie Wallin's. We got a huge top up from her, which was great. And that populated all of the kits that we offer in her British breeds, and including the Primrose. And we were able to even add the O'Donnell Primrose, which is her alternate version of the Primrose, but in more blues. Just lovely. Of course, as soon as they went in, they sold out in a snap. We are waiting for more yarn to come to top up those colors so that the kits will populate again. So hang on in there, but do know that we have lots of yarn. It's just when you run out of one of the colors, you can't populate the kit, but we do have lots of colors available if you're interested in purchasing a different yarn set or ordering the yarns individually so that you can knit whatever you like with it. So yeah, we're in good stock of Marie Wallin's British breeds with more coming. So just sign up for those notify me emails if you're interested in a Primrose kit or something else that's out of stock. When you get those notices though, I would jump right on it, because if you wait, other people are jumping in and you will be disappointed, and we're sorry about that. We do the best we can. We really try hard to make sure that if you want something and we know it, that we make it available to you, but there is always more people looking for this than we're able to get stock for. But that said, Maria is great. She's letting us have more yarn, and we should be able to fill up more kits. Just get on it if you hear from us about that. We just restocked Rama Finno Garn in all the vanilla sweater colors, as well as some others. So if you are waiting for that, those are in. I would jump on that right away. The Star Cardi here should be available now. We're doing it a la carte for the most part. So when you purchase $85 worth of Jamieson & Smith 2-ply jumper weight, you are eligible to receive the Star Cardi pattern for free. And you can add buttons as well to finish that kit. So we are offering you the kit a la carte because we're not able to keep the kit colors in stock as much as we'd like, and I know a lot of you are wanting to knit it in your own colors anyway. So this is the answer to that, and we hope that that works for you. I know a lot of you are doing it that way, and that's great. It's working. And as soon as we get more blues and grays and the greens back in the shop, those will go in the shop. And those of you who have signed up for the notify me email will get an email saying it's back in, and then you can go buy it. But again, don't wait too long, because these do get snapped up right away. So I do think that's all the news I have to share with you from the shop. I hope that you're doing great and that you are knitting away and not dropping any stitches or anything like that, and you're getting to enjoy your knitting. Just remember that we do have the Thistle Knitters sock bag coming out, and to sign up to be notified for more details about that, you can do that right in the shop. We have the product page listed, and as we release more information about it, we will update that so that you can see. And we will continue to show what's coming in that bag as time goes on. But sign up for that and you will be notified as soon as it actually goes in stock, and you'll be able to get yours without too much trouble, I hope. And don't forget that we do still offer free shipping on orders of $99 or more in the US. And I think that's all I've got. I can't wait to go home. It's a long weekend as I'm recording this, and I'm going to, it's rainy outside, so it's the perfect excuse to put on some Miss Marple and Poirot and get my knitting on. I'm going to finish knitting my pink cardigan here. Hopefully I'll get it finished without too much re-knitting, and then I'm going to start the pattern writing. So that is coming, and stay tuned for more news about that. But thanks so much for joining me. As we roll out, you will see some FOs and works in progress from knitters who are customers of the Woolly Thistle and have tagged us on social media. So whenever you show us what you're knitting, make sure to tag the Woolly Thistle so that we can then include you here. We'd love to do that. So as we roll out, I wish you all a fond farewell, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. And I hope that your knitting is great. And remember, if you go out, take your knitting, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.